Hi, welcome to Shrink Wrapped. I'm Allison Colarosi here with Dr. David Colarosi, and we are on episode number 29.
It's good to see you. It's been a while since we've done one of these.
It's been a while. We've had a lot going on. My family was in town. I've been traveling for work, and I'm tired because of that.
The problem is that we do this late at night, and then we're tired. You're tired.
You're not tired. I don't know. I think because you don't sleep, I really feel like it's going to be a problem because that's how you lay memory, is sleep.
I don't remember anything?
Yeah.
We need to figure out a new routine for this. Anyway, people, do you know somebody commented, where have you guys been?
Well, it's my fault.
We're re-up it. We're back in the game.
I'm back in the game, and I got some things to talk about.
Okay. What do you want to talk about today? I know Dave Hollis is one of them.
I got questions about Dave Hollis. I got questions, and I got some thoughts.
Because this is...
As a marriage.
This whole... We started doing YouTube because of Rachel Hollis, and you used to love Rachel Hollis.
And I was committed till, relatively recently. I still wanted to learn from her. But I am, could they... Okay, let's just get into Dave Hollis before we go through the other agenda items.
You want to go... Okay,
yeah.
All right.
When you saw him crashing in that video, where he is on this merry-go-round that he cannot get off, that he just keeps repeating himself for 2 hours. Could you imagine being married to someone like that and that would perseverate?
Okay,
there was only 3 dishes. There was only 3 dishes. Why didn't you do the 3 dishes?
Can I feel the need. So first of all, I'm reading his book, and it's really, I think it's really not good. I think it's really bad.
Oh, really?
I think it is, to me, I mean, some of this is, it's tainted by how I see him now because of his recent behavior. But, so I feel like I'm on a anti-Dave Hollis, kick right now. I don't mean to be, but, so let me defend him for 1 second, okay?
Wait, can I say something before you do it? I would have probably wanted to buy that book and been open-minded because I like to learn from them. I always thought they were good pearls. I like him I was so disgusted by that video that I'm not even going to get down to it.
Yeah. Okay, can I defend him? Mm-hmm. He's perseverating for a 2-hour video. But I think what we have to remember is that his goal with that video is to drum up from all of his, Instagram following interest in his book. And he's on a live, so people can cycle on and off of that live stream. And so he's watching his phone, and he's seeing new people join the feed.
Okay.
And people leave. So I think what happens is he goes, this book is going to change your life. You have got to watch this book. Oh, Sally joined. Sally, this book is going to change your life. Oh, Joe, this book is going to... And so I think it feels to those of us that watch the 2 hour... By the way, 2 hours I will never get back of my life listening to him bloviate about his book. But I think in his mind, he's going, I am feeding or I'm serving new people for that 2 hours. Mm. That's better, right?
Okay.
You're not convinced?
Well, I feel like... God, he had the algorithm all wrong. And I don't even know what to say about it. I mean, scary to me. Him saying, What
do you mean scary?
His, just unawareness of how, why would you do that? It just sounded so desperate and so not who... I think he's trying to be,
Yeah.
And I think, Dave, people were going to buy your book. I was going to buy it. After that, I'm like, what? Ugh.
So I think he set himself up for failure in a couple ways. First, he wants to be on the New York Times bestseller list, and I'm sure he'll be on it, but maybe not for as long as he wanted or whatever. But he set himself up he was going to have this book club that started on Wednesday of last week, I think. Mm-hmm. And so I think he created, by doing that, he was trying to drum up engagement, but by doing that, he really shortened the window of people getting on board. And so I think not enough people bought the book. People weren't signing up for his, this like 40 days of coaching that he was going to do. And I think that freaked him out. Like he shortened his runway for success with that book launch. And I think I heard from Savvy Writes Books or somebody that he didn't get support from HarperCollins for like promoting the book. And so it was him and Heidi, on a road tour I think he was just burning the candle at both ends,
Or that's who he is and why he
Okay, I said enough like nice. Oh, I just spilled coffee on myself. I said enough like nice things, right?
Yeah,
I think he's a disaster. Just as a side note.
I know, and like I get where all your defensive things of him, but can you imagine being married to that? Like when you have the stressors of normal life and they just cannot get off.
He felt
their merry-go-round.
To me, he felt like I don't know what his mental health. I don't know what's going on with him. To me, it felt pretty manic, at least hypomanic, and I think he cycles into depression. It made me feel like he was bipolar. I would imagine that's my guess from that. I can't diagnose him. This is just me reacting to someone like Dave Hollis, but that behavior, he's waking up in the middle of the night. He is going on and on, ranting and raving. He has no sort of self-awareness about it. He's talking quickly. His mouth is so dry because there's so much pressured speech going on. He just looked beleaguered and overwhelmed. And, I don't know how severe it is, but my guess would be something not good is going on with him. I think he's struggling with something under a lot of pressure and stress, And the thing that I was saying in my video about it is like what his whole book is about following your passion, being okay with failure, like doing what you're meant to do here, which I hate that concept, by the way. But that's what the book's about. And then,
it is? And then you didn't hear that enough in the 2 hours?
And then you hear him...
On my patio of peace.
Did you see someone in the comments call it patio of panic? Or no... Wait, not patio. It's what is it called? Patio of panic or patio of panic or porch of panic. One of those things. But he is so disjointed because he's not getting all of the accolades, like all the superficial stuff, money and praise and recognition. That's what's causing the distress. It's like the opposite of what that book's about.
It's just so weird because I was one of those people that paid money, and I thought he was like one of the best speakers at Rachel's conferences. He has like literally fallen from grace for me.
Can we talk about one thing that he does that bothers me? Just like a stylistic thing.
Wait, someone wrote in your comments that he was a human bitmoji. I was like, that's true.
He always says this thing, like he always goes, "It's that simple." He has like this it's that simple, and then he dives into it again. It's that simple. He has like this look that I don't like. It's like this all-knowing look, and it just rubs me the wrong way. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I totally know what you're talking about, and when you were saying that, I was thinking about people I know around me that have sayings that they use so frequently. Uh-huh. Okay, I have one for you. I have someone in my life that says "quite honestly" all the time.
Trying to think of who
like can probably say it 7 times in a paragraph.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, I don't know.
I like that person though, but I always think it's funny.
Don't tell me because I'll have to edit it out. But so he's fallen from grace. Rachel Hollis has fallen from grace just based on her behavior back in March. Like the two of them had built like this empire, and they have on their own destroyed it.
Yeah, I mean, for fans like me, but maybe I'm not a wanted fan because, like, they always say, like, well, if you don't like that this is who I am now, you know, then... And I'm like, I'm kind of like, what? Like, you were really motivating, and it is, like, a big loss for me because I was, like, so impressed by them, but it wasn't... I mean, look at who they are.
Yeah, it feels like
it feels like a loss. I'm not their demo anymore.
But I don't think they picked up any new people. Like, Dave Hollis did not pick up new fans from this episode.
I do not think that he could possibly have. I can't relate to those fans. But also, I feel like Rachel must, like, she kept with the group, like, the Divorcees or something. Like, that was her new, I feel like that's her new demo. It's not, like, before it was, like, married mothers or, like, even young people. But I just feel like she is, like, her demo is not that anymore. It's hard to, she's not relatable.
Yeah. What did you think about the way he treated the kids?
Well, I did not know that because I get bored in like 5 seconds. So after I had to watch your video, that is so terrible. You
think it was bad?
Yeah.
His behavior was, you think, the internet is harsh. The internet is saying horrible parent. What do you think? Is that your reaction, horrible parent?
I don't know what kind. He's just so self-involved. Like, that he wasn't, we all do that to the kids. I mean, remember Lino screamed my name, Mommy! Because I don't know what I'm just like spacing out.
Yep.
So we all do that, but I feel like that was very, like a very long time of that.
Yeah. Self-involved is I think it's a good way to describe it.
Like, look at me. I'm on the internet. And I have look at all these people following my live stream.
I think that very much feeds him, all of the people listening to him. Yeah. I think it would feed any, but I also feel like I can imagine that if I had that kind of viewership, it'd be hard not to lose yourself to that. And I wonder if that's happened to him.
I think so. The decision was quite weird, though.
Yeah.
It was a weird decision.
People were on there being like, hey, take care. Hey, why don't you feed your kid right now? And he's like, no.
Nope, I will not make Mickey Mouse pancakes.
What else? Anything else on that? On Rachel or Dave?
No, just that he'd be a nightmare to be married to.
I think he's probably gets, I mean, if he acts like that,
during a fight.
By the way.
And he thinks he's right. And he's self-righteous.
Yeah, that's true. And here's the thing. In this particular case, he knew, not only did he know he was on camera, not only did he know that he was on camera, he was the person filming it. And then decided to put it out. And then had Heidi look at it and said, that was like the most honest post. Good job. So, like, imagine...
Wait, before he posted, she signed off on that?
I think she saw it after he had posted it.
I was going to say, that was... That's a bad recommendation.
Okay, but hold on. But imagine how he behaves in moments that he wouldn't want to put on camera. Like that's what he thought was good for the world to see.
Well, what I thought he was being so cute by calling things the patio piece 100 times or
his American socks.
And I was just like, you're not cute, Dave Hollis, right now.
Yeah,
you are not.
Yeah.
Ugh. He ghosted me, so I didn't even know he had a book coming out, which was...
I know, that's the problem, is, like, I don't follow him. You used to be my, like... I was, like, 4 days late to watching that until somebody commented on a YouTube video.
Are you happy you watched it?
Yeah.
You are? Okay.
I am. I like the drama of it. I like talking about it. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I do like it.
You're like my dad.
Yeah, your dad likes it too. All right, let's talk about the Travis Scott concert.
Yeah, terrible. I know very limited. I have a very limited understanding of what happened. Only that what I do know is that he had everyone rush the stage, and I guess. Like at the concert, it's mosh pity. They have it's like people were hitting, and he has gotten in trouble to 2 previous concerts for injuries, for people getting hurt because of him telling people to rush the stage.
Yeah,
like that. I think I want to talk about that because I want to talk about him and his. Now he's walking it back and he's like, I hope everyone has a positive experience at my concert.
Yeah.
But I don't believe that is what he really... I mean, I believe that's what he really wants.
Okay.
But I feel like his image is to be this rebel hard ass, and he like stuck to that, like trying to show like I don't if when his concert sold out, he's like, don't worry, we'll get the wild ones in. It's like, are those what? Now we have 8 people dead.
Yeah,
some in critical condition.
Yeah.
And so I do feel like he is to blame. I feel like the image that he wanted to portray, I don't think it's who he really is, but that's what he wants the world. Like, he's a rebel. He doesn't follow the rules.
Mm-hmm.
He's above the rules. And you should be like that too, the people here at my concert. So
I think all those things are fair. But so what would you have him do? Like, what's the consequence for him? I mean, I think by every definition, he incited a riot. He got people in there, and he had, just based on his brand and based on the way he was hyping the crowd up, I think it technically falls into the bucket of a riot. Like, a riot is like anything more than 7 people that are bumping into each other. And if he's saying that he wants people to rage, or whatever the language was that he was using, I think technically it meets the definition of inciting it. But obviously his intention wasn't to have people die. So like, when we say he's responsible, what's the consequence?
I think the consequence is going to need to be severe, because he has been reprimanded 2 times before, and he did not learn from that.
Like jail?
No, he got like...
No, what do you think he should do? What's the consequence now? 8 people died.
I don't know. I don't know whatever the consequence is for like manslaughter or something.
Yeah,
like third degree manslaughter. I don't think so. But again, I am not a lawyer, and I did not watch. I have a very limited understanding, but I do know that he did get in trouble in the past for it. And like, if you were one of those people that died there, I'd be furious.
Yeah.
People were so excited about the concert. You know, like, not everyone could go. They were expensive tickets. Like, it's very, very, it's so sad. So, yeah.
I mean, I don't think he's responsible. Like, I think it's the same. I think we're doing the same. I think it's the same thing with him as it was with Alec Baldwin. When I feel like we are putting two. Wait, can I finish? Can I finish?
I'll let you finish, but it's not the same.
Okay. What's with the hairy eyeball?
Because that guy like told people to rage and like break the rules. Alec Baldwin like basically had an incompetent person working for him, and he picked up a gun. There was like, this is so very different.
Okay. Here's why I think it's like Alec Baldwin.
Okay.
Because in both cases, we're looking at the people that created it. These are people that unknowingly, or by engaging in behavior that they always engage in, and that people like them always engage in. You know, there's nothing different in the way that Alec Baldwin practiced shooting that gun from what he has done and thousands of actors have done over and over again, right? There was nothing unique about Alec Baldwin's behavior. What was unique is that the situation, right? He was given a gun with a live round in it. That he didn't know about it. Travis Scott did nothing different than every rap star, rock star of that genre has done since like the 60s. I mean, growing up, that was the thing. You go to a Red Hot Chili Peppers concert, Smashing Pumpkins concert, anything, there's going to be a mosh pit. Like that happened. That has happened for decades. And even in Travis Scott's career, yeah, people have gotten hurt, but I don't think it's even in his mind that someone could die in that setting. And so for me, I think the responsibility falls not on the artist, who I get that he incited it, but it's not. He pays for, or is paid by, I don't know how it's set up, but he has a relationship with Live Nation, who is the or the people that are putting on that concert. It's their responsibility to let a certain number of people in and to have enough, have space or whatever, find ways to protect people if they're passing out. Like, that's their responsibility. It can't be Travis Scott's responsibility to know what's happening when there are 100,000 people in the crowd. How is he supposed to know?
I disagree with you.
Okay.
Because he was told not to do that. And he purposely, like, Live Nation has rules. If the artist is not following the rules, those could possibly be the consequences, and they've been the consequences in the past. This is an extreme example. And, like, if we all blame Trump for inciting violence.
No, we don't all blame Trump for inciting violence.
You do not?
I don't think that Trump, and there's a difference between inciting violence. I'm sorry. So I would say that Trump incited violence. I agree with that. But he didn't instruct violence. And I think there's a difference. Trump can say, march on the Capitol. And Travis Scott can say, rage and have a mosh pit. And I think that those people can do things that are irresponsible and dangerous. But I don't know that we can hold them accountable in the same way that we could if Trump had said, I want you to break into the Capitol. I think that's a different language, and I think that's different. Same thing with Travis Scott. I don't think he had any concept that that people were in the crowd literally being trampled to death. I don't think he knew that, and I feel like we're too quick in the case, even in the case of January 6th, I think suggesting that Trump was intentional, I think, is overstepping what happened.
Well, okay. I guess no one's to blame for that. I mean, I just wonder, like, there were ambulances trying to save people during the concert. The concert did not stop. Like, where is the producer? Like, where are the security guards being like, this, we needed lights on, powers off, unplug?
Hold on. I agree with you. To me, that's Live Nation's responsibility.
Yeah.
Right? How does, unless someone goes into his ear and says, people are dying, stop the concert, how does Travis Scott know?
Well, so one of the tweets was Kylie Jenner. Is that the one that's dating him? She shows the crowd, and there's ambulances in the crowd. And then that got taken down, her post.
But
so, like,
I would bet you that there's ambulances at a lot of those concerts.
That's probably true.
Right? So he doesn't know. Like, we're so quick to, like, turn this guy into the devil, and I just don't think he's the devil.
I don't think he's the devil. That's not accurate. I think he's irresponsible.
Okay, I will agree with irresponsible.
And I feel like he had opportunities to learn that lesson in the 2 previous concerts he's got in trouble from. This is a bigger audience. Like, why didn't he learn those lessons before? And if I was a family member, I mean, it wasn't just one person that died. It was 8, and there was people in critical condition. Like, it was out of control.
But he doesn't know that. I think you're holding him accountable for something he didn't have a line of sight into.
Okay. Agree to disagree.
Okay, deal. Agree. You're a little surly. I'm surprised this is the issue that got you so fired up.
Huh?
I'm surprised that this issue
because I feel like sometimes you never want people to take accountability, and that always bugs me.
And I feel like you want to place blame on people unfairly.
Okay.
What are you looking at?
I said okay. You're right. It's very unfair of me to place blame. So, but I do feel like yeah, on this one.
That's okay.
Yeah. I
feel like you're mad about it, though.
I'm not a great arguer for arguing's sake like you are.
Well, I don't know what that means.
Like, you like to just have, like, an argument.
Yeah, you know what would be a really boring podcast? If we just agreed on everything. But I feel like you're mad about that I disagree with you on this one.
No, I just am mad that all those people died. And it's
agree.
It's a lot of people that were, like, all excited to go to a concert, and it should be a safe and positive experience. They shouldn't have to worry about, like, getting beat up if they're, like, near the stage. You know?
So
even
totally
like
agree.
when you're like, yeah, rage, but like how scary would that be? Like what if we were there? Like,
you know, someone brought a 9-year-old kid there that's in the hospital now.
yeah. Interesting choice. But also,
Yeah.
that's terrible.
Agreed. I agree it's terrible.
It's almost like it's like back in the days when people got trampled, like, I don't know when. Like, I was thinking of Russian history when people went to, like, Alexander, it's a long story. I'm going to get it all wrong and someone's going to have to correct me. But one of the Alexanders had all these people getting free stuff from the palace.
Uh-huh.
But they chinsed out on the guards and people got trampled to death. Lots of people died. Reminds me of that.
Oh.
Anyway. Don't ask too many details.
Your mom will be the one that will jump in and give. Anything else? Any other exciting pop culture things you want to talk about, or life events? We went to the F1 race in Austin.
Oh yeah,
that was fun.
I decided that I am okay. I used to think I was Daniel Ricciardo all the way.
Yeah,
I'm Carlos Sainz.
Okay. I'm not sure what I think about that. I have a couple of thoughts. The first is, I spent $70 on an ugly McLaren hat.
You said it wasn't ugly. You think it's ugly?
You're never going to wear that hat again.
That's not true.
Well, not now that you're into Carlos Sainz, whatever his name is.
I actually am into every team. I don't know if you guys have watched Drive to Survive, but I'm into everybody now.
She is not. She's into all the attractive drivers. It just rotates who's the most attractive.
No, and I also like the Williams.
Do you like Max Verstappen?
Well, now that he's getting cuter, I do.
Yeah. This is just a lineup of attractive guys for Allison to choose from. And so, so you've shifted off of Ricardo.
Well, okay, so I used to really like Daniel Ricciardo, but he looks. Why are we talking about it?
No, because that's what the issue is.
Okay, Daniel Ricciardo is not winning enough for me.
Then you should go for Verstappen. He's winning guy.
No, but I like Carlos Sainz.
Why?
Because he drives a Ferrari.
Any other reason?
Nope.
You just like his driving style.
I like that he speaks Spanish.
Oh, jeez. God. Anyway, it was very cool. Although I would say, would you do it again? Would you go to F1 race again?
Yeah, I would.
I would, but I would spend a ton of money there.
I
feel like we were on a budget and we didn't get you spend all this money to get in there and you don't even get a seat. And it is like you have just got to go, like, you know what? We're going to take a second mortgage on the house and we're going to get, in the paddock. That's like how I think about it. You have to have like the real experience. You have to really invest. Don't you think?
I don't know. I had a good time. I felt like the problem is the cars go so fast. So
yeah, you're like,
I want to be up in the tower.
That's what I'm saying.
That's not the paddock. I want to be up in the tower so you can see the whole track.
The tower. Oh, you mean like the sky thing?
So you can see, because then you can really see what's happening. I do, and I also like to hear the announcers. I think they're a big part of it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you like the story.
I like
you like the personalities of the people. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that going to the race in the U.S. is probably the worst place to go see it, because it's all full of Drive to Survive fans, that show up. Versus like if you went to it in Italy, I think that's probably less crowded. This was overwhelming. I've never been to a place that was that crowded before.
I know, it was like COVID wasn't happening.
Was in Texas.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Right?
That's true.
And we didn't get COVID. Right? That's good. All right. Anything else we want to talk about? I'm trying to think of anything I feel like so much has happened in the last month and a half. And I'm trying to think of what Britney Spears is doing now like lot more topless pics on Instagram now that she's out of the conservatorship.
She looks pretty good.
I agree. I think we talked about this in the last one. I agree.
But I don't understand why she's always like wants everything. It's not just topless. Like she did a butt shot the other day. I want to be like, Brittany, come on.
Just getting those views.
I get it, and there's more to you.
Yeah, I agree. All right, that was fun.
That was fun.
We'll try to be more regular.
Thank you.